You did the hard part. You moved your life to Germany. You beat the odds. You passed the interview and you secured your place at your place of job. But in 6 months, you realize something no one told you. You see colleagues with experiences like you, communicate well and fluently during meetings, stakeholders meetings, but you can't communicate at all. You have the best solution in the room, but it's trapped in a language barrier you didn't think you needed to cross. In the German tech landscape, your code is your foundation, yes, but your communication is your ceiling. If you cannot articulate why your architect or your code is the way it is, you can't explain your code with German professional logic, you are just an executor. So to understand why you are stuck, you have to understand, for example, ArbeitsKultur. German work culture, in many work cultures, it's quite different. Germans are very direct and they see politeness as efficiency and clarity. That is what they see politeness as. That you are efficient and you are clear in your communication. So if you are paralyzed by the fear of communicating, you have a task and you are so scared of sounding unprofessional. For example, in an email, it's usually because you're trying to translate your native culture politeness into German, or you're trying to, how do I write this email? It doesn't work. And you sound hesitant, or you are writing in a very hesitant way. Is this right? Is this wrong? That is why it is important to master the German business etiquette for tech professionals. This is where many expats hit their career plateau. They learn the grammar of the street, but not the grammar of the boardroom, not the grammar of the office. You need to learn the art of direct height, being direct without being rude. When you master this is not just sounding professional, you sound like you understand and you know what you are doing, like an authority. When it comes to high-stakes technical meeting, for example, what do you say? You don't talk straight German in a high technical refinement meeting. It's the moment where the roadmap is built. If you find yourself just nodding along, and everything you say is yeah, because you can't find the German phrase to interrupt a senior architect, you are essentially making yourself visible. You are losing out on so many information. You can't even document to write. And you are really worried, will I be able to pass my plebiscite? But because your presence is muted and you cannot communicate effectively because you are in a professional boardroom, you have to understand how to talk, how to communicate when you are in a boardroom meeting. So that is why in my German Tech Cohort, we simulate high pressure environments. We don't just teach grammar. We teach communication, professional communication, and you understand how to defend whatever logic you are presenting in the boardroom, I mean to say. So it is very important for you to understand that. For job seekers, okay, for example, let's go to the job interview aspect. For job seekers out there, your CV is world class, you get the interview, and you're so happy. And you have this question: Können wir das nächste Teil des Gesprächs auf Deutsch weiterführen? Can we continue the next part in German? and suddenly your pulse spikes, your IQ feels like, oh, it dropped 50 points. You start with In that moment, you feel your authority is draining out of the room because it's not the street German you learned. You have to speak in this environment. So it's very important for you to understand switching between the languages isn't just a language test. It's for you to be able to understand, how do I manage when I can't even communicate effectively yet? And how can I communicate effectively to show that I understand what I'm doing? This way, the language is no longer a tool, but a skill set. And this is going to, my masterclass is going to help you communicate that you start with strategic fluency using the high impact phrases that signal competence during interviews. So that is why I'm offering a masterclass. And what is the masterclass all about? The masterclass is to help bring your code that is already world class into a communication alignment. Your code is already world class, we know that. It's time your communication caught up. You have seen the invisible ceiling. Now let's have the tools that help you. Let's use the tools that will help you break through it. I'm officially opening registration for my exclusive masterclass, the German Tech Masterclass. It isn't just another language course, no. This is not a language course. This is a high-impact career shifting experience designed specially for techies, people who are already in tech or transitioning into tech, that wants to stop surviving in professional communication and start thriving. So I encourage you to secure a spot for the German Tech Masterclass. By registering today, you will gain our next specialized tech cohort. You get access to it. Together we strip away the language hesitation, and replace it with linguistic precision required for any professional environment and everyday work. So don't let another year go by where you are the most talented in the room but least heard because of your language. Click the link below to head to the registration page to secure your seat, and I will see you in the masterclass.